Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for a very exciting SeaDream Yacht Club webinar. My name is Anna. I'm an Industry Relations Manager here at CLIA, and I'm going to just quickly go through some housekeeping before introducing our presenter. The webinar will run about 35 minutes with time for questions at the end. Please feel free to type your questions into the questions module of the webinar, and we'll get to them at the conclusion of the presentation. This webinar is being recorded and will be posted on CLIA's YouTube channel, which is CLIA Global. And with that, it is my pleasure to introduce our presenter, Bob Lepisto. Bob is president of SeaDream Yacht Club and was part of the original SeaDream team assembled in September 2001, responsible for the launch of the company. Before being named president in January 2009, Bob was SeaDream's senior vice president, worldwide marketing and sales. Prior to joining SeaDream, Bob was Vice President of Sales for the Americas at Cunard Line and was responsible for both Cunard Line and Seabourn Cruise Line. And with that, take it away, Bob.
Thank you so much, Anna, and thank you all for joining us today. I also want to recognize and thank CLIA for the incredibly good work they've been doing on behalf of our entire industry. Just this week, CLIA jumped into action in DC and other areas around the country and was influential in getting the CDC to change their travel health notice for cruising from a level 4 down to a level 3, which is, it's good news. It's moving in the right direction, but ultimately, I think many of you are aware the CDC should really be endorsing cruise as the absolute safest mode of travel, given all the incredible protocols and testing we collectively in the industry have in place to ensure the health and safety of all of our guests and crew. Here at SeaDream, things are going incredibly well. Since we restarted our operation back in June, we have now operated 59 consecutive voyages, first originally over in the Mediterranean and now in the Caribbean. Yes, we, like everyone, has had some cases of COVID, but we've managed it incredibly well, and I'm so very proud of our crew and everybody involved at SeaDream in how we're treating our guests and what an incredibly good time they're having. Today, I'm going to really, from a being proud standpoint, formally announce and share pictures of a dramatic renovation that has already taken place on SeaDream 2. And we will soon be completing also on SeaDream 1 prior to the start of the Mediterranean season in May. I'll also go over with you some key points in differentiating SeaDream and why we've said since the start of our company, and it's shocking, it seems like we started SeaDream yesterday, but we've celebrated our 20th anniversary. But we're going to help you understand and articulate why we say it's yachting, not cruising, and why our guests absolutely enjoy the difference. I'm also going to be evaluating with you some incredible voyages in the Mediterranean coming up this summer. While we're booked really, really well for the summer, we do have some great space still available. And I'll talk about some Caribbean voyage options as well. Then lastly, I'm going to talk to you about, full yacht charters as well as group business with SeaDream. Many of our top advisors and those who are earning the greatest commissions with SeaDream are very successful in doing groups as well as charter development with us. This gentleman, ATLE BRYNESTAD, is my boss. He's actually the founder and owner of the company. He started SeaDream some 20 years ago after making a request to purchase what was then known as Seabourn Goddess 1 and Seabourn Goddess 2 from Mickey Arison and Carnival Corporation. ATLE was the original founder and owner of Seabourn Cruise Line. He sold Seabourn to Carnival Corporation, was out of the business for a brief period of time, but he has such a passion for the yachting business, for cruising. He wanted to get back in the business. He's an entrepreneur who lives in Oslo, Norway. His son, Andreas BRYNESTAD, is very important to our company and works here in the United States with all of us as our leader. It's just great to be working this many years for a family-owned business that provides such incredible service within the industry. As I indicated right from the start, we said it's yachting, not cruising. And never did I really realize until recently that that is just so much more appropriate and stronger today than when we started the company 20 years ago. People absolutely love being on our little yachts and all the dining outside. We have a maximum of 56 couples who are served by 95 crew members on both SeaDream 1 and SeaDream 2. So the crew to guest ratio is actually absolutely second to none in the industry. Now, during the pandemic, and I hate to talk about it as a pandemic because I really feel so confident we're moving in such a great direction right now in so many ways, and we're seeing a surge in booking as I know many of you are. But we took SeaDream 2 and we put her into an extensive dry dock. And ATLE invested multi-millions of dollars, over 10 million to be honest with you, in a dramatic renovation of all of our staterooms. We took the staterooms absolutely down to the steel. We removed everything, the electronics, all wall coverings, all flooring, all furniture, everything. And this is the look at the new stateroom. Now, if you're looking at our website, you won't see these pictures yet because we've just had a professional photographer on board, and the website will be populated with the new images. You're actually seeing the first images. Other than social media, our guests are loving it and sending it around on social media. But this is the beautiful new renovation of SeaDream 2, and SeaDream 1 is going into her dramatic dry dock in the weeks ahead and will be done prior to May. But I was just on in December. I absolutely was impressed with pictures prior to sailing on the new yacht. I was just even more impressed once I actually sailed on board. Additional images, a 55-inch LCD TV with a full-blown entertainment center. We've got music, we've got all kinds of movies. As you can see, a couch there that can hold a relatively small person, but we can have a third in the stateroom. We also, if you have clients that want to have a third in the stateroom, we have a rollaway bed that can go in the staterooms as well. But all of the storage area, the outlets next to the bed, and in other areas, the closet area, space under the bed for storage, it's absolutely just delightful, the changes. We also forward on deck 6. And if you haven't been on board SeaDream 1 or SeaDream 2, forward on deck 6, we have a golf simulator. And we had this deck area, but we didn't have these hot tubs. So what we've done with this dramatic renovation is we added additional hot tubs forward on deck 6, along with the showers that are outdoor forward in that area as well. And the entire area was significantly expanded. One other thing that you can notice in these pictures, in the renovation, we completely replaced all of the teak with this brand new, beautiful, state-of-the-art teak throughout the entire yacht. I'll show you some additional pictures as well. You can see the beds outdoors, and we're known for our Balinese dream beds, which you can see in these images as well. We provide our guests the opportunity to sleep under the stars with a proper bed made up with beautiful Belgian linens, soft duvets. They can reserve this forward larger bed, and that's really popular for our honeymoon couples. Or we also have done some weddings on board, but also in the aft section of deck 6, we've got these other Balinese beds as well. There's actually a total of 9 Balinese beds that are there. And just in the picture forward of the large bed, you see where we have a golf simulator. We've also got a beautiful brand new hammock as well. Here's additional pictures down in the pool area of the yacht. This is on deck 3, but you could see here as well the beautiful brand new decking that was done again everywhere. All of the teak decking was removed, and this state-of-the-art new teak has been placed down. And again, SeaDream 2 has been completed, and SeaDream 1 will be completed. She actually goes on a transatlantic, during her transatlantic coming up. We'll be doing a full teardown of all the staterooms, and then she'll go into Lisbon and have actually 9 weeks of dry dock to complete this dramatic renovation project. They truly are, even though they were launched in 84 and 85 as Sea Goddess 1 and Sea Goddess 2, our 2 yachts really feel like they're just completely new and fresh. Now, even though we've doing this dramatic renovation project, one thing that isn't changing, it's the incredible attention to detail when it comes to personalized service, anticipatory service, and incredible cuisine. You could see we provide an casual elegance, no need for ties and tuxedos or any gala gowns or anything like that. You can come on SeaDream packing relatively light, ready to have a casually elegant yachting experience. Our crew members will call you your clients by their name within 24 hours of being on board. When I was just on in December, it just was so great to see so many of our very loyal guests returning to SeaDream and meeting all the crew members they've known so well over the years, but also to watch our crew in action as they're, providing this very personalized service to the guests on both SeaDream 1 and SeaDream 2. Your clients, upon returning from a SeaDream voyage, will tell you, I absolutely cannot believe the service. I cannot believe the incredible cuisine. And the other thing they'll tell you is, I so loved meeting so many other interesting people on board. So many of our guests, they rebook future voyages on board. And when you're the advisor of record on their booking, you of course get 100% credit for that booking. The cuisine is second to none. We offer gourmet raw or living cuisine for the people who want to go with the most ultra healthy choices. And then of course we offer all kinds of other international cuisine choices as well. It will be a comment you hear from your clients upon their return. I don't know how they do it. It was so incredible. The other thing our guests absolutely love is they love the fact that almost all of our dining is done outdoors. All of our breakfasts, all of our lunches, as well as many dinners are out in the open air. And guests absolutely love having backdrops of places like Amalfi or Capri, or sailing through the Corinth Canal when they're enjoying a relaxing dinner or breakfast on board out in the open air. We are also known to be a very active and outdoor-oriented experience. In evaluating the demographics or the interests of our guests, psychographics, they love the water. We feature all kinds of water sports equipment and use it whenever and wherever possible. Wave runners, sailboats, kayaks, the swimming island. We've even gone so far, you'll love this, when we've been on transatlantic voyages, and the producer of The Voice actually has done a fun video of actually on a transatlantic voyage. He went swimming mid-Atlantic on SeaDream. We have provided our guests the opportunity to swim mid-Atlantic, and it's interesting. Either guests absolutely want to do it, or they say not a chance in, excuse the expression, hell. I'd never get off at a depth of 12,000 feet. but we're able to do, being a small yacht, when the seas are calm on transatlantics, we're even able to offer the guests the opportunity to do that. Notice the relatively small marina platform. That is actually very good news, because we can come into a port and literally have our water sports equipment out and available for our guests very quickly. We just have all of the water sports equipment forward. We've got cranes up there. We can pop it into the water, put down our little marina platform, and be playing in the water in very short order. We also do, on all of our voyages, we provide our guests the opportunity for Tai Chi and yoga in the mornings. This is, of course, optional, but available. The guests love it. When we have a beach in the itinerary, we'll do it on the beaches, but otherwise we'll do it forward on deck 6, normally for those who want to participate in the mornings with Tai Chi yoga. We also have an incredible spa on board with 5 massage therapists from Thailand. Another comment you'll get from your clients is how much they love the spa and fitness area on SeaDream 1 and SeaDream 2. Here's some additional pictures of the Balinese dream beds. Now, from an itinerary standpoint, you can't call yourself a yachting, not cruising experience unless you're going to the smaller, more unique ports, both in the Mediterranean and the Caribbean. We're always looking. I never want our guests confronted with being in a line of cruise passengers. We want them to be looking out on other mega yachts and going to the more unique places, whether it's in the Mediterranean or the Caribbean. Places like Portofino, places in like the island of Var in Greece, Var in Croatia, or Idra in Greece. Taormina we go to, Positano. We back in, if you have never been to Bonifacio, the fjord there in Bonifacio as you back in is absolutely spectacular. And we go, of course, to Malaga and Monte Carlo as well. Some itineraries. And again, as I indicated earlier, we're really booked well for the Mediterranean this summer, but I've heard some advisors indicate, God, SeaDream, you're always full. I can never find space. Well, we do have some really quality voyages that still have space on them. One unique voyage coming up very soon in the early Mediterranean period is this Athens to Athens round trip. And Israel is just now reopening for cruise vessels. We've got this voyage May 22 through June 2nd. If you have clients that would love to do an Athens round trip, including an opportunity to visit Israel, this voyage still has quality space available. We also have a great 10-night from Athens to Rome. This is one of my favorites. By this time, the Corinth Canal will be reopened, so it includes going through the Corinth Canal. But it's a nice 10-night voyage in July, 17 through 27, Athens to Rome. In September, later in the Mediterranean season, we've got this unique voyage that also does the Corinth Canal. It goes Athens, includes Mykonos and Santorini, but then makes it its way over to Malta. And lastly, late in the season, a really beautiful 10-night Rome to Rome voyage, October 5 through 15, which really has it all. We also have some superb Mediterranean voyages coming up in 2023. Another voyage that includes Israel, which you can see there. An Athens to Venice voyage. A Venice to Rome of 11 nights. Many people, I tell, if you've never done the Mediterranean and you want to see it all, I highly recommend a voyage from Venice to Rome or Rome to Venice. You get the excitement of Capri, You have the beautiful waters of of Croatia, and then you also get a little bit of Greece in there as well. But it's a really incredible voyage. And then Athens to Rome in late 2023, another one. In 2023, we've got a lot of space available, but these are just some samples of great itinerary options coming up next year. In the Caribbean also, we're going to the more intimate, smaller, more unique ports, places like Anguilla, St. Lucia, Norman Island. Very few, if any, are going to Saba nowadays, and we include Saba in our itineraries. Like all the yachting people, we overnight in St. Bart's on many of our voyages, and then we have great places in the Grenadines that we're also visiting. Here's some voyages that actually are coming up relatively soon and still have space. And for many of you who've never experienced SeaDream, we do provide some agent rates. So I encourage you to contact your sales director or our reservations team to discuss the opportunity for you to come and join SeaDream at an agent rate. But here's some voyages coming up that still have some good space available on them. Some are coming up right now. San Juan to San Juan, a 7-night voyage. San Juan to St. Thomas, April 3 through 10. April 10 through 17, St. Thomas to St. Lucia. But then also in the fourth quarter, we come back from the Mediterranean. Here we have a beautiful little San Juan round trip 5-night voyage, December 10 through 15. Pre-holidays, a great time to get away and experience SeaDream. There are also group opportunities in the fourth quarter Caribbean as well, both 2022 as well as into 2023. I love my Mondays and Tuesdays because those are the days I have the opportunity to read the comment cards from the prior voyages. SeaDream 1 just last week had a 9.85 overall voyage rating. That's all the guests who were on board who provided us comment cards. On a scale to 1 to 10, our guests rated our crew, our experience, our yachting experience a 9.85. Here's the comments from one guest. Truly sensational, world class, creative, consistent, top quality. The cuisine alone is a reason to return, which we will. Michelin quality 10++. Overall impression wonderful, a score of 10, the best holiday ever. We've rebooked again, and that travel advisor is going to be very happy when they get the note. Guess what? Your client's booked again. Here's the booking number, and commissions coming once the voyage is complete. SeaDream 2 also last week had a 9.47 overall voyage rating. Chef Alistair and his team are outstanding. Cuisine rated a perfect 10. We so very much enjoyed traveling again after 2 years off. Give your clients who have taken off from travel an opportunity to come yachting with us. We'd love to have them on board. Now, you'll be able to talk to your sales directors about group opportunities as well as charter opportunities that I'm going to talk about briefly. But on select voyages, we provide a tour conductor stateroom upon your selling the 8th stateroom within your group. And when I say stateroom, it's 2 berths, not 1 berth, and then you get the second berth at 16. You can earn up to 2 tour conductors on any one voyage. We also provide you an opportunity to have a bonus commission for you to use as you deem appropriate in promoting your group or taking as extra earnings. We require a $300 deposit, which gives you a full 3 months of opportunity to promote and market your group and successfully sell SeaDream. Our top sellers are really good at developing family and friends groups. They focus on milestone events. We've done a lot of business with yacht and country clubs. We, with one advisor over in South Florida, we actually, in one evening, they had clients on a prior voyage who had a great time from the country club. They asked us to come over. We did a presentation, and that same night, they sold out an entire voyage to people who came to the wine and cheese event that we did together. But we're good for family reunions, wine clubs, fine restaurants. We have a Southern California restaurant owner who actually comes on SeaDream regularly through his travel advisor. And he invites his very best clients. And the reason he selects SeaDream is he absolutely can't believe the cuisine and service that's provided to his most loyal clients. Now, also, many of you may not realize, but we are very successful in charters that are created by travel advisors and also some incentive companies as well. But we can completely customize the voyage for you and your client. Again, milestone celebrations. We also do many incentive events on SeaDream voyages, both in the Caribbean as well as the Mediterranean. Customized itinerary, onboard entertainment. You can see here we've done weddings on board. We've had the automobile company Toyota, BMW, the watch company TAG has used us at the Grand Prix. But the opportunities are endless. And again, we do so many of these. We can help you with any questions you might have in going after the business. Now, I mentioned our sales directors. They can help you with brochures. We have virtual brochures or e-brochures. We can quickly create customized flyers for you to go after group opportunities. We do have the travel advisor rates, as I mentioned. We can also help with consumer events. We really love coming out and joining you and assisting with consumer events that I think people are now more and more comfortable in starting to come back to. I have great testimonials that we can send along from weddings and some incentive clients or milestone events that have happened on board. Our reservations team is, of course, ready, our website, and again, our sales directors. Here's our sales directors. Bob Pietro is our in charge of the Americas and our senior director of sales for the Americas. James Ricks is director of sales for the Midwest. Lucille, who's been with us many years, like myself. I started with the company many years ago. Lucille started just shortly thereafter. She's in the Eastern US and Eastern Canada, the Northeast. We do have an open position in the Southeast, and then Denise Roche, who covers the Western US for us as well. But their contact information is there. They'd love to connect with you and assist you with any kind of business you have, but specifically in the area of groups and charters. They're all absolute experts. Now, I'm the ultimate optimist, and I know everything that I read and see and so forth. COVID is all moving in the right direction. I personally absolutely don't consider it a pandemic anymore. I see light at the end of the tunnel, and it's positive light so that we can look in the rearview mirror at the challenges we've all had. Guest and crew health and safety remains and always will be our #1 priority. We've got incredible protocols in place that have changed and will change over time. So my recommendation to you is use our website to stay most abreast of current protocols. We do still require masks on board when you're not in a position of social distancing, but I will tell you, or dining or drinking. I will tell you there's a lot of dining and drinking going on SeaDream. We're out in the open air most of the time. So our guests are rating their voyage experience so high, even though we have these protocols in place. And again, we will be relaxing protocols as our medical experts and we deem most appropriate. We do have SeaDream with Confidence in place for sailings prior to June 30th, 2022. Guests can make changes to their itineraries up to 15 days before departure, and they will receive a future voyage credit for the amount paid when they go ahead and elect to make those changes. Fortunately, we're seeing fewer and fewer people making changes at the last minute. And again, we're confident that there will be nowhere near the number of changes and cancellations which we've all been forced to deal with during this COVID period and pandemic. Our optimism for an incredible summer and the future is better and better by the hour. I want to end by saying thank you for your support. We sincerely appreciate it. We want to do everything we can to assist you in any way possible for sending guests our way, your clients our way. Again, the guarantee I make to you is they will have a spectacular time. They'll thank you for recommending a product they probably have never heard of unless they've talked to friends and relatives about their experience. And again, most likely they'll rebook on board. And it's all thanks to the incredible 95 crew members we have on SeaDream 1 and SeaDream 2, who make me so proud of working for a company that provides incredible memories for our guests, your clients. There truly is a difference between our little mega yacht and the big, beautiful cruise ships like this one, Oasis of the Seas of Royal Caribbean. I will also mention that our first quarter 2024 is now available through the end of the Caribbean season. It's actually a shade longer than the first quarter, open for sale on our website, as is, of course, all of 2022, 2023. And the Mediterranean season will be opening within the next about 6 weeks for 2024. I look forward to questions you may have.
Okay, thank you so much, Bob. We do have some questions coming in, but before we get to questions, I thought I would share this great comment from Lisa, who had first-time clients sail on SeaDream last December, and they couldn't resist booking back-to-back cruises while on board for December 2022. So that is always great to hear.
Love you, Lisa. Thank you.
Great. And now we can get to some questions. Our first one is from Dan, who was really interested in the charters that you mentioned and is wondering if all charters need to be 7 days or longer.
Good question, Dan. Thank you. No, as a matter of fact, we do a lot of weddings, for example. They're normally wanting 3 or 4 day charters, but we do quite a few charters of 4, 5, 6, 7. I've even done far longer charters as well, but they don't all have to be 7. You need to contact us and we'll evaluate opportunities and what your client is looking for.
Okay, got it. And we have several people who think that they have clients that would be perfect for SeaDream, but they do travel with their kids. So is SeaDream good for families? What is the minimum age for children? Things like that.
Well, the minimum age is 1, and that usually comes into play when we have family reunion kind of travel. I do not recommend SeaDream for families who have children under, say, 12, unless it's a family reunion situation where the family can take care of the children. We do not do any kiddie programs. We don't provide babysitting and that sort of thing. However, SeaDream is exceptional for families with well-traveled teenagers. With our mountain bikes, all of our water sports equipment, especially during the holiday period and during the summers, most voyages have teenage children on board traveling with their families. So yes, we're good for well-traveled teenagers, and find ones that behave too. But well-traveled teenagers, but not the real young kids.
Okay, understood. Our next question is from Rhonda, who is wondering if the rooms are handicap accessible.
Rooms are handicap accessible. We have one stateroom 215 on deck 2, which has additional assistance, and our reservations team can answer any questions you may have. I also didn't mention, but we do have elevators on both yachts that serve decks 2 up to deck 5. So somebody who may be challenged with walking, the elevators work exceptionally well for those folks.
Got it. And it looks like this will be our last question. We have lots and lots of positive feedback on the update on the yachts. And the question is, has the Wi-Fi experience been updated as well?
That has been updated, but it's also in the process of being enhanced even further. Wi-Fi at sea for any and every company is a moving target. Technology is getting better all the time, and we realize that is something that can get even better on SeaDream, and it's a focus of ours for the weeks and months ahead.
Okay, understood. And those are all of our questions. So thank you so much, everybody, for joining us, and thank you, Bob, for the wonderful information.
Thank you, Anna. Thank you, Clea. And most importantly, thanks to all of you for spending your valuable time and learning a little more about this incredible experience, SeaDream Yacht Club. I know we're all a bit webinared out, so I really appreciate you taking the time to join us, and I hope it was valuable for you. Thank you.
Have a great rest of your week, everyone. Bye.
Bye now.